Something is shifting at Heartland, and the family can feel it in every breath. A storm is building over the ranch, and this time, it's not the weather. It's the moment that will push everyone to their limit and decide the future of everything they love. In the Season 19, Episode 10 finale, secrets rise, pressure grows, and one wrong move could change Heartland forever. The wind moves across the fields like a warning. Carrying the kind of quiet that comes before something big, the camera glides over the Heartland ranch, catching the long shadows of the barn, the open fields, and the horses running as if they do sense what is coming. A soft rumble of thunder echoes in the distance. It isn't loud, but it's enough to make the moment feel tense. As if the ranch itself knows the finale is about to test every bond, every promise, and every heart connected to this land. As the music grows, we see fast flashes of the season, so far moments of conflict, moments of courage, and moments when everything seemed close to breaking. These flickers aren't here to tell the whole story, only to remind us of how far the characters have come and how much they still stand to lose. The ranch has faced challenges before, but this time feels different. This time, the stakes have risen far beyond a simple problem to solve. The narrator's voice enters over the growing tension, steady and full of weight. It explains that every path from this season has been leading here, to the moment where choices must be made and consequences can no longer be avoided. The sound of hooves hitting the ground becomes louder, building rhythm like a heartbeat racing faster and faster. The screen catches brief glimpses of Amy working with a troubled horse, Jack watching from a distance with concern in his eyes, Lou struggling with a decision that might affect everyone, and Tim facing something he has ignored for far too long. The light shifts from warm gold to a darker tone, as if the sun itself is pulling away to make room for what's coming. A title card appears. Heartland Season 19 Episode 10 Finale Trailer. It glows for a moment before fading back into silence. But even in that silence, the pressure doesn't leave. It hangs in the air like a truth no one wants to say out loud. This opening sets the stage for the final episode. Nothing is solved yet. Nothing is clear. The only thing certain is that the finale will push the Heartland family toward a turning point that will change their lives long after the credits roll. The screen shifts to a slower pace, almost as if the story is taking a breath before diving deeper. Shadows slide across the ranch as short flashes from earlier in the season appear, one by one, each carrying the weight of a choice, a fear, or a hope that shaped the road to this finale. These images don't linger. They disappear just as quickly as they arrive, yet each one leaves a mark. Reminding us of everything the family has fought for, we see Amy standing beside a restless horse, trying to steady its panic with nothing but her calm voice and steady hands. It's a moment from earlier in the season, but in this recap, it feels like a hint of what's still waiting for her. Her journey has never been simple, and this final episode will test her connection with horses in a way she hasn't faced in years. Her eyes show strength, but also worry. Something big has been building around her. Now it's closing in. The screen cuts to Lindy, growing more confident with each step she takes toward becoming her own kind of horsewoman. Her small victories, her little stumbles, her brave attempts to learn every scene reminds us how much she has changed. This season allowed her to step forward in ways no one expected. And in the finale, she will face a moment that challenges her heart and her courage at the same time. Then the focus shifts to Lou, caught between duty and desire. The weight of leadership, of family, of trying to balance everyone's expectations has been pressing on her all season. In one quick flash, we see her expression tighten, the kind of look someone makes when the next choice could pull everything apart. There's no dialogue needed. Her eyes tell the entire story. Tim's world enters the recap next. He has spent the season confronting problems that have followed him for years, and each moment shown here feels heavier than the last. His past has never stayed quiet, and now, in this final episode, threatens to return in a way he cannot ignore. The recap ends with a soft fade to the ranch at dusk, glowing in deep orange light. It looks peaceful, almost too peaceful. The narrator explains that every challenge, every new beginning, and every broken promise has led directly to this moment. Nothing in this season has been random. Everything has been building toward the final test that waits in episode 10. The calm music fades, replaced by a low pulse, hinting that what comes next will hit harder than anything before. The screen opens to a darker sky, as if the world itself is bracing for what is about to unfold. The air feels heavier now, and the calm moments from the recap fade into something sharper, more intense. This is where the heart of the finale begins to reveal itself. The music shifts into a slow, steady pulse, like a warning that refuses to be ignored. A troubled horse stands alone in the paddock, breathing fast, eyes wide with fear. Dust rises around its hooves as it moves in tight circles, clearly overwhelmed by something no one can yet see. The wind picks up, tossing its mane like a wild flame. The image says everything. This horse will become the center of a storm bigger than anyone expects, and Amy, as always, will be pulled straight into the middle of it. Her silhouette appears at the gate, hesitant but determined. Knowing that some animals aren't just scared, they're mirrors of the people trying to save them. The camera shifts, revealing tension building inside the house as well. A quiet argument between two family members flashes across the screen, their faces lined with worry. Though no dialogue is heard, the body language is unmistakable. Someone has crossed a line. Now the damage is spreading through the family like cracks in glass. The finale won't just challenge the ranch. It will challenge the people who hold it together. In another quick cut, Lou stands alone, staring at a folder she isn't sure she wants to open. Her decision could set the tone for the future, either healing old wounds or tearing open new ones. Her hands tremble ever so slightly, a rare moment of vulnerability from someone who carries so much responsibility. The pressure she faces is not loud or dramatic. It's the quiet kind that keeps a person awake at night. Then comes Tim. His conflict hits hard, shown through a rapid burst of images. A tense phone call, a long walk down a familiar dirt road, a shadowed figure from the past returning when he least expects it. His jaw is set, his expression tight. He knows he's out of time. The choices he avoided all season now demand answers. The finale doesn't give him space to hide. All these threads tighten together, pulling the family toward a single breaking point. The narrator explains that episode 10 doesn't bring just one crisis, it brings several, all crashing together at once. Every character is standing on the edge of something dangerous, whether it's a personal truth, a risky decision, or a moment that could change the ranch forever. The section ends with a close-up of Mi's face as she looks at the frightened horse again. Her expression says it clearly, whatever happens next. This finale will push her and everyone else at Heartland far beyond what they were ready for. The screen fades into a softer light, but the tension underneath remains. This is where the finale starts peeling back the walls around each character, revealing emotions they've tried to hide all season. No loud music, no fast cuts, just the raw, quiet moments that say more than words ever could. Amy steps into the round pen with the troubled horse, her movements slow and steady. The animal jerks its head, backing away as if the world is closing in on it. For a moment, Amy just watches, breathing with it, matching its rhythm, letting herself feel its fear. This is not just another challenge. This is a reflection of everything she's been carrying inside. When she reaches out her hand, the horse takes a hesitant step toward her. Not trust, not yet, but a beginning. And beginnings always matter at Heartland. The scene shifts to Jack, leaning against the fence, his eyes fixed on something far in the distance. He doesn't speak, but the weight on his shoulders is visible in the way he folds his hands, the way his jaw tightens. He has been the anchor of this family for years, but even anchors crack under enough pressure. The finale confronts him with a truth he can no longer ignore. Something that forces him to question whether you can truly protect the people you love from the storms. To shape them inside the house. Lou stands near the kitchen window, staring out as if searching for answers in the fading daylight. The leadership she carries has always been heavy, but this moment shows how deeply it affects her. Her breath trembles when she exhales, and she grips the edge of the counter for support. The finale forces her into a decision that could divide the family or bring them closer, yet she still doesn't know which outcome she fears more. Tim's moment comes next, sharp, and unfiltered. He stands alone by the barn, running a hand over his face as if trying to wipe away the past. His expression breaks, just for a second. He has fought hard to be better, but the past always finds cracks to crawl through. The finale pushes him to confront someone he hoped he'd never have to face again. And the fear in his eyes is something we rarely see. The characters move through their separate scenes, yet there's a thread connecting them as shared unease, a quiet awareness that the real storm is moments away. There are no grand speeches, no dramatic declarations, just small, honest reactions, a trembling breath, a clenched fist, a single tear wiped away before anyone can notice. These moments show the truth behind the finale. The biggest battles aren't always loud. Sometimes the deepest turning points happen in silence. When no one is watching, the music rises gently, signaling that the emotional calm is ending. The next wave will hit harder. The characters, no matter how strong, are not ready for what waits around the corner. The calm breaks without warning. The screen cuts to a blur of motion, hooves pounding against hard ground, dirt flying into the air like sparks from a fire. The energy shifts instantly. Whatever the family thought they were prepared for, it's not enough. The finale begins its final climb, and every second grows sharper. A loud thud echoes as the troubled horse bolts from the paddock, fear pushing it into a frantic run. The camera shakes, following its wild path toward the open field. This isn't just a runaway moment, it feels like the start of something much bigger. You can sense the danger rising, the way lightning gathers in the sky before striking. Amy's voice isn't heard, but her desperate chase shows everything. She knows mistakes made today will not be easy to undo tomorrow. Then the screen flashes to another part of the ranch. A door slams so hard that dust falls from the ceiling. We see only the back of someone walking away fast, shoulders stiff, hands shaking. This isn't anger, it's heartbreak. A conversation went wrong, a truth came out, or a line was crossed too far. The finale keeps the details hidden, giving just enough to make the audience pull closer. Searching for answers. Another flash. Jack shouting something silent. His expression full of fierce something we rarely see in him. Lou stands behind him, frozen in shock. Their eyes are locked on something off screen, something the camera refuses to reveal. The moment lasts only a second, but its tension spreads like a crack through ice. Next, a truck engine roars to life. Headlights cut through the darkening sky as someone speeds away from the ranch. The gravel spins beneath the tires, sending dust into the air. The truck disappears down the long driveway, leaving only the echo of regret behind. Is someone leaving for good? Or rushing toward danger? The finale refuses to answer. For a heartbeat, everything goes still. The music drops to almost nothing. And then a sudden fall. A figure dropping out of frame. A gasp that never fully forms. It happens too fast to understand, but not fast enough to forget. The image is blurred, the impact muted. The message is crystal clear. Something has gone terribly wrong. The screen fades to black, holding the darkness longer than expected. The narrator's voice returns, low and steady, saying only one line, "Not everyone walks away unchanged." The silence after that hits harder than any sound could. This is the cliffhanger, the moment that grips the story by the throat and refuses to let go. The finale has crossed the line from tension into chaos, and there is no turning back now. The next scenes will decide everything. The black screen slowly brightens, but not to daylight, only to a pale silver glow, the kind that spreads just before dawn. It feels like the world is holding its breath again, waiting for answers that refuse to come easily. This is where the trailer shifts into territory no one has seen yet. The first look scenes arrive quietly, almost ghost-like, as if the finale is showing only the edges of a secret it isn't ready to fully reveal. The first reveal is subtle. Amy standing in the barn doorway, her face half lit by morning light. Her shoulders are tense, and she holds a small slip of paper in her hand. The camera never shows what's written on it, but her eyes widen just slightly, giving away the weight of its message. She isn't shocked, she's shaken. Whatever she learned is pushing her toward a decision she knows will hurt, no matter what choice she makes. The next scene appears like a sudden heartbeat. Jack is sitting at the kitchen table, hands clasped, staring at a person standing across from him. Someone the camera deliberately blurs, refusing to reveal who it is. Jack's expression is a complicated mix of anger, relief, and fear, all fighting for space in his eyes. The visitor says nothing, yet their presence alone feels like a turning point. The ranch has always been shaped by the people who come and go, and this arrival seems ready to shift everything again. Then the trailer cuts to Lou, outside near the porch. She's holding a phone tightly, listening to something that leaves her frozen in place. Her breath catches, and the wind rustles her jacket as if even nature senses the depth of the news she's hearing. She doesn't speak. She doesn't move. But her silence feels louder than any scream. The finale is setting her up for a moment where she must decide what matters most: duty, truth, or the family she has been trying so hard to keep together. A new face appears next to stranger near the ranch fence. Their outline is clear, but their features remain hidden. They stand still, watching the land with a look that is almost too calm. This newcomer brings an aura of mystery, the kind that raises more questions than answers. Who are they? Why now? And how do they tie into the chaos swirling around the family? The trailer gives no clues, only the promise that their arrival is not random. The camera returns to Amy once more. This time she's walking toward the troubled horse, the early light casting a long shadow behind her. Her steps are slow, but steady. She reaches out, and for the first time, the horse doesn't pull away. It lowers its head, breathing softly into her hand. The connection feels pure and fragile, like a moment carved out of time. But beneath it is something deeper, an unspoken sign that the finale may not just challenge Amy. It may change her. The music rises with a quiet swell. The narrator whispers one final tease. Here's your first look at what changes everything. The screen dims again, leaving viewers filled with questions, excitement, and the uneasy sense that the real twist is still hiding just beyond view. The screen returns with a slow, rising glow, as if the finale is pulling in every emotion from the season and preparing to release it all at once. Soft music begins, almost fragile, like the calm heartbeat before a difficult truth is spoken out loud. The images come faster now, each one carrying a story inside it, stories of fear, hope, love, and the quiet strength that has always defined Heartland. We see Amy standing in the middle of the arena, the troubled horse finally calm beside her. The sunlight catches her face, revealing a mixture of exhaustion and relief. Her hand rests on the horse's neck, and for a second, she lets herself close her eyes. This isn't just a victory, it's a reminder that the hardest breakthroughs often come after the deepest struggles. Her connection with animals has always been her gift, but here it feels like something more, something that will shape what comes next. The scene cuts to Jack, who watches from the gate. His expression is firm but emotional, the kind of look that only comes from someone who has seen storms, survived them, and still finds the strength to keep believing in better days. His eyes tell us that whatever challenges the family is facing, he has faith they'll find their way through. But even he seems unsure of what will happen when the finale reaches its final moments. Lou appears next. Walking across the porch with her phone still in hand, her steps are slower now, as if she's carrying news too heavy to keep inside. She stops at the edge of the railing, staring into the shifting sky. The wind lifts her hair slightly, and her expression tightens with a mix of fear and determination. She knows she must make a decision, one that could bring the family together or send them in different directions. For Lou, the finale doesn't just test her leadership. It tests her heart. Tim's scene follows like a sudden gust of wind. He stands near the barn, staring down the long road that stretches beyond the ranch. There's a quiet ache in his eyes, a sign that he's confronting something he avoided for far too long. The finale pushes him into a moment of truth, and for once he doesn't hide from it. His breath steadies, his shoulders lift, and he steps forward toward whatever future waits for him. These emotional snapshots blend together, rising in intensity as the music grows stronger. The cuts become quicker. Lindy running across the yard with a look of worry. The mysterious stranger turning their head, a shadow moving through the barn. a light flickering in the window during a tense night. Every image seems to whisper the same thing: something big is about to break open. Then the screen snaps to black, holding the darkness for just a beat longer than expected. When the narrator speaks, the voice is soft but charged with meaning. This might be Heartland's most powerful finale yet. The music swells one last time as the title appears in bold light,